What looks better? Maybe that one looks a bit better. I've been using this one, but this one gives more space to the actual game. I am an old man and I'm playing Minecraft, and I am wearing a t-shirt and pajama top because it was cold in my apartment, but also I didn't want to close the windows because it's kind of stuffy in here. Uh, yeah, funny story about the pajama top. Maybe not so funny, but after I broke up with my ex, uh, I it was during COVID, and I tried online dating, and I met this woman, and we were getting kind of serious, I would say. And she is basically like, I said something like, I have, I need to put on pajamas and go to bed. She's like, you wear pajamas? Ha ha ha, so juvenile. It's like, what pajamas are comfortable? I mean, this is not the best pajama in the world, but it's pajama, right? Um, yeah. Yeah, that relationship did not last because basically she got angry with me because I didn't text her back, and I was teaching at the time. So texting her back would have been problematic. Maybe not problematic, but a bit hard to do. Okay, so I'm going to continue to get some cobblestone for my pyramid. And generally, the idea is to make all of this flat. I don't know if it's something on my TV or something, but it's pretty dark now when it rains in Minecraft. It's hard to see. Maybe it's just because it's like gray rain and then I'm staring at cobblestone, so that is probably the reason, I would say. Yeah, so I will check the chat after I break one tool because I can't see the chat now because apparently it's against Twitch's terms of service to have combined chats from different um, streaming platforms. So I'm streaming to two currently, YouTube and Twitch. So you can't actually stream. I mean, I guess you can stream to both at the same time, but you can't make it like the Twitch chat is combined with the YouTube chat, which is really weird because it's really easy to do that. But anyway, so I'll check the chat when my pickaxe breaks, which is going to be pretty soon, actually. Um, so how did like so I'm a bit frustrated because I recorded a while ago, and I think it's about 20 minutes long video about Smallville. And I was trying to, edit it, and I've been using Clipchamp because I like free tools. And actually, I started using Clipchamp at work because, obviously everything at a corporation is Microsoft. And I kind of understood how to use it. So I was using that, and I tried to use it on my Smallville video, but it um, it did not work because I guess the video was too long for the free tier, which seems weird because I think at work I edited more of the video, like a longer video, but they might not have the free tier at work. Probably they don't. And so that's weird that they have this tool that maybe only 2 people in the entire company use, and they have the paid version. But yeah, they need to get rid of people because of efficiency. Um, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so I tried. So I have this other, I think, I don't know what it's called, Open Clip something software editor. And I don't like it because you can't actually you probably can take like small clips and like you can edit the clips, but it's a lot easier in Clipchamp because Clipchamp is more like it has the feel of an audio editor where you can, like, it's just really simple to do it in an audio editor. So I really like that. So I don't know how to do it in this more complicated video one. So I so I started, but the problem with this one is for some reason when you're exporting the video, you finish editing, it takes a really long time to export the video. And the longer the video is, the longer it takes to extract. So I tried it one time, and so usually you can just let it go, and then you can come back and it's done after like half an hour or something. So I I edited it. It's a hard thing to say. I edited it. I edited. I can't say edited it. I did the edit on it. I edited it. I edited it. Why can't I edit it? Edited it. Ugh. Okay. Discovered that I have a stutter apparently about that word. I edited. I edited it. I edited it. I edited it. Yes. Anyway, so I edited it and then I left. So I talked to my daughter because she wanted me to pick up a package, and I went and picked up the package because she got it delivered here rather than her mom's place, and this package was a lot bigger than I expected it to be, but that's not really the story. So I was talking to her, and I come back, and the program crashed. So I'm like, ugh, that sucks. So I do it again, and I'm like watching the program, and it takes about an hour this time to export the video. And when it gets done exporting, it's like the file, there's something wrong with the file. So I'm like, so I started again, and then Then I get, well, start the file, and then then my computer crashes, which my computer is really good, actually, but it's like a mini PC, so don't expect miracles from it, you know? So I'm not mad at my computer, but like, I just want to have a stupid video about Smallville edited already. And it's not even like, that's the thing with this one program. I didn't even edit anything. All I did was add a title. So it said Smallville, and I increased the volume, right? So if there's anybody watching, I'm going to check the chat once I break my pickaxe here. And then, I don't know. I also had this thought today, because I have a week off from work, that there are advantages and disadvantages of living by yourself. So, the advantage of living by yourself is that you can do what you want. And the only person who's going to get upset with you if you don't do what you wanted to do is you, right? So, that's definitely an advantage. However, the disadvantage is that you can spend a lot of time, and I mean like a lot of time, on things that don't really matter. So, for example, last weekend, I decided for whatever reason that I wanted to learn about, like, as I kept seeing these ads for IPTV, because I set up Streamio, and Streamio is this site. It's not a site, it's like a program that you can use to uh, stream content. So you can, it's just a tool, but you can stream a lot of stuff. So people generally end up streaming some pirated stuff, right? Because it's a tool and you can use it to do that. Not saying if I'm using it to do that, but I think generally, well, I have a lot of thoughts, but I'll finish this one first about the spending a lot of time doing things that are pointless. Because I was finding. So first of all, that's not even where I began in the morning. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning because that's what happens when you're older. You wake up really early in the morning. So I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and then I was just kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? Because I don't like to be really loud in the morning, especially on the weekend, because I want to respect my neighbors, and I think that they respect me, I hope. I mean, about that, I think generally Polish people really leave you alone, which I appreciate. Um, you know, if you respect them and you don't disturb the peace, then I think the feeling is mutual. But anyway, so I'm just sitting there at 5:30 in the morning, not knowing what to do. And then I get this idea that I can, around 7:30, yeah, so I started at 7:30. I can find all of the rarities of the Doors. So I'm like looking at like all of the rarities and where they are and what they are, and I'm getting them. So I downloaded it and I organized my music. So actually, I got a player for that called Stream Music Beat, called Music Beat. This will be important later. So, and also, it's really good, but there's a problem where it's really hard to see the navigation menu because it disappears randomly for some reason. So I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to get the navigation menu back. So finally I got the navigation menu back. And then I was like, so this is back to this IPT thing that I was saying. Then while I was doing this research about Streamio, there was lots of advertisements for IPT. And I'm like, what is IPT? So IPT is basically like internet, what is it called? Internet Protocol Television. So if you have a television company that is streaming live television. Usually nowadays they're doing it with this IPTV. And there are probably scams out. I think you can probably buy like illegal streams. So you are like effectively stealing content from these television providers. However, it does not make any sense because I found that there are actually a very large number of free television streams. Like they're freely provided and that you can watch them as long as you have some kind of player. So there's actually a list, and if you just search up like IPTV, you can find this list of publicly available free IPT sites. So, and you might think, oh, there must be only like 10 or something, but no. There are literally tens of thousands of them. Like there's over 10,000 of them. So, this is what I mean about not having anybody to say, like, what are you doing? What have you been doing for the last 5 hours? So I found a program, an open source program called OpenTV, because you need some kind of program to be able to display these things. So basically what you do is there are some links and you put the links into whatever program or app you're using to watch them, and then you can watch them. So I found this. So, and the ridiculous thing is, I found a different program last weekend to do this. And so I spent last weekend putting all of these, setting up the program, putting all of the stuff in it. And I didn't like the way that the program looked. And I didn't like the fact that you couldn't save or like edit the channels. And these are like 100% free and legal, actually. And they're not going to be uh, they're not going to be necessarily all of the better channels. There'll be things like I don't know. There's a Judge Judy channel that's on 24/7. That's kind of those things. But there's also like sports channels like the NHL Network, the NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, TSN, and some of the things which are geo blocked as well. So I spent like 4 or 5 hours this morning setting up this Open TV and favoriting some television channels, because 10,000 channels sounds great and everything, but it's way too many. So I settled on that one because you can have favorites. So now I have like maybe 30 channels. So basically, the only thing that I would want to watch on television now, which is live, is the news or sports. So I did that. And then I was like, oh, I want to try this thing with Streamio, which I didn't try, which is that you can get something called the Bridge service, which is basically like you're not downloading any illegal content. They're the ones that are downloading the content for you. And yeah, so I wanted to try that and see if it worked. So I was fooling around with, then I spent like 4 or 5 hours optimizing Streamio and putting all these add-ons. And then I was reading on the internet. And so this is such a long story, but anyway, so I'm trying to watch all Superman content, right? And I couldn't find Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, which is a Superman show from the 1990s. So I downloaded it. And like, it's crazy because it used to be that if you wanted to download a single episode of a show, it would take like a week or two. But it basically, I went and I made some coffee and it downloaded, which is crazy. But anyway, so I've been using Streamio to watch this, and it's not optimized. Like, as the name suggests, Streamio is a program to stream things. It's not a program to watch content on your device. So I was reading about Kodi, which is another one of these programs. They're like, Kodi is much better to watch stuff on your device. I'm like, okay. So I downloaded Kodi, and then I got like I'm checking the chat after every time I break my tools. Nobody's here. So then I was like, yeah, great. I'm gonna use this Kodi, but then that also has a bunch of add-ons. And lo and behold, it has a great music player that organizes all of your music files. And this music bee is like really hard to organize everything. It does let you edit the files, and maybe that's why this Kodi was able to organize it all. But guess also what Kodi has? Kodi has the ability to play these IPT streams. So then I'm like, oh, I'll set it up on Kodi. So I tried to do that, and it's much better on this other thing that I because also I don't know why all of these programs are so like they're designed to be used by normal people on their own computers, but sometimes the UI, yeah, the user interface just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So if you make a program where you can watch television channels, you can like add these channels, and you can add, like as I said, literally tens of thousands of them. Why not just have a simple way to remove the channels that you don't want? Because there are 10,000 of these channels, but a lot of them are connected to, they're evangelical or, you know, about Islam, or they're, community television stations in Brantford or something, Brantford, Ontario. So obviously I don't want 10,000 channels. I want maybe 30 channels, but also I would like to be able to go through the channels and see what I like, and then be able to delete the channels. So that's the thing too, because they use these files that people put together of these publicly available TV things, and you can edit them, right? But I don't know how to do that. So I think that will be another thing that I learn how to do. I feel like that one didn't last very long. Yeah, that pickaxe lasted like under a minute. So yeah, that was pretty much all of my day. And so I think if I lived with somebody, it'd be like, Adam, are you ever actually going to watch these TV stations? Like, does it matter? And that's the thing I also don't understand is like, why would anybody pay for that? Like, I think it's legitimately a scam. Like, I think that there's these companies who are like, they make a list of these 10,000 channels that are publicly available because people are a bit too lazy, and they say, oh, we can give you free TV from France, which is true. They can, and it is legal. But then people are like, and if they And if the service doesn't live up to their expectations, then the company can say, oh, but this is not exactly legal what we're doing. So what you're doing, you're like a criminal. You're like a dirty criminal. Oh, yeah. And I think maybe, so I don't know. I am kind of lonely. But I'm not sure that anybody would want to be in a relationship with me, frankly. Because maybe I can get all philosophical for you. I think that when I was younger, I was both simultaneously much more confident and much less confident at the same time, especially when it came to relationships. So, like, I think that I know like exactly what I would want in a relationship, but I'm scared because I don't want to be the same person. Like, I had this experience, and maybe you had an experience like this in your life too, where I I was, you know, so when I was growing up, I didn't have the best relationship with my dad. And when I was in university, my dad and my mom separated. And I don't want to go into the details, but my dad has been sick most of my life. And because of that, like I think that we never talked about anything important. And all of the interesting conversations I had when I was growing up were with my mom. But after university, I because this was how long ago this was. I was writing letters to my dad. Actually, no, I went when I was living in Korea. I was writing letters to my dad, and so I got it in my mind that that somehow I was more mature and like I had grown out of the way that I felt about him, and you know that we were in a different stage of our relationship. And I don't know, it got pretty, I don't know why, but I would just start yelling at him. Like, this was like to define our relationship for you. Um, you know, he would like say something and we just have like these huge arguments because I don't know, I don't even know what the point of the argument was anymore. But basically, it was like I was frustrated with the way that he would treat me or treat other people or whatever. So I would just say, in like brutally honest, oh, okay, I do know actually, but I don't want to say. But it wasn't just that moment, there were like other moments too. Um, yeah, so I was really mean because what he was saying to me was also uh, not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. So I was really mean. And then when I came back from teaching in Korea for a year, after I had been writing these letters and thinking, oh, I'm like so much more mature now, I like saw him for like maybe, I don't know, like, oh, I know what happened. So I saw him with my brother's kids, and he was acting exactly the same way that he did with me and my brother. And I was like, and it's gonna like, it kind of sounds like I'm talking about abuse, but it wasn't abusive. So, but it wasn't healthy, let's say, you know. So I reacted in the way that I began to react uh, at the end of our relationship. So why am I telling you that story, and how is that connected to me dating? So my ex and I, we, I thought, had a pretty good understanding, but it's really hard for me to communicate with her because we agree to things, and then sometimes, well, not always, but in one particular situation, we agreed to something, and then the plan was changed at the very last moment. And I said I don't like it when the plans change, and I had like a legitimately valid concern that I was talking about. But the problem was that when we talked about it, we were talking and using like the exact same language we were when we were married, which is ridiculous because we're not married anymore. So anyway, that's what I'm afraid of, is that I would just do the same thing again with some other person. So why subject that person to that? Because I think the thing is, I think that I am a different person than when I was with my ex. And I think I'm probably a better person. I'm probably happier, um, more confident about some things, right? So theoretically, any kind of relationship I have would be about that person and not, you know, not my ex. But I am worried about that. So that's a reason why I would stay single. Okay, I think that took 10 minutes to get rid of that pickaxe. Oh, I'm completely out of pickaxes though. So do I make more shovels or more pickaxes? Or more axes? I don't know. Do, 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 do. So I gotta get rid of all of that mountain over there. And I'm struggling with this little tiny bit right here. And I have to do all of that. Oh, Lord. At least I will have enough material for the pyramid when I get there. Well, actually, I don't even know if that will be enough. I'm trying to fill all of these boxes up over here because I'm not sure that they were all filled with material before, but I used all of the material that was in the boxes before, and now I'm refilling it. You can see with not necessarily the most. Oh, there's an axe there. There's 2 axes there. Okay, maybe I will do the. No, I don't want to do axes. No, you can't make me do an axe. Nope, I don't want to, but I think I should. That would make sense. Axes and then shovels. So if you watch this stream later, I mean, I don't know why anybody would watch a stream of a guy in his pajamas, but maybe that's cool. But if you watch that stream later, I have a question for you, which is like, how do you deal with trying to escape the patterns of your past? Because I think my problem is I don't need to have a relationship, I've had a very good life, and I think it's kind of coming to an end right now. Maybe not right now, but like my 48th birthday is tomorrow. So that's definitely more towards one end of the scale than the other one, right? Leaf litter. Ooh. An iron ingot. Wait a minute. If I put an iron nugget in there, is it going to make an iron ingot? Oh, I didn't take the nugget. Because I have 29 of them. You would think that that would work, right? It doesn't work, so I need something else. Okay. I need to figure out how to play Minecraft also. So I guess more copper. Whenever we get the update for the copper tools being in Bedrock, I will be so ready for that. Because I have a lot of copper. Okay, I'm gonna make a bunch of iron axes. How many iron axes can I make? I can make 14 iron axes. That is a lot. So yeah, it's not like I need to have a relationship with anybody. But there are people who are worse than me, both physically and also, emotionally and stuff. And they have relationships. Spotify is telling me important changes. So many trees, but I'm going to concentrate on the trees over on this little hill thing. I was like, where are all the animals? But I see a sheep there. Yeah, see right there, I think that there are about 3 big trees that need to be done away with. Which is what I will do. Maybe. Wow. That was a really ass backwards way to get to these trees. Do people say that anymore? Ass backwards? Oh, I need some dirt. Okay. Or I can, oh, I have dirt there. It's like a bit of built-in stairs. Okay, this tree needs to die. Can't tell if there's more wood in it or not. I don't think that there is. Okay. I can't even get to that one. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and chop down those trees. Ah. Yeah, because I think somebody's not going to appreciate. I can't really see somebody my age appreciative of the fact that I spend 2 hours a day streaming Minecraft to, at most, one person and a bot, or making hundreds of YouTube videos for 2 viewers. It's not the most efficient and productive use of time. This is a big one. We need dirt. What's a pig doing here? Okay. So many messages right now. Oh, there's still wood there. Good thing I came over here. I'll use my mad skills. If there's anyone in the chat, I will check it when I break this axe. Because yes, that's the thing I have established. I didn't realize that there were so many trees up here. I thought that there was only like a few left. So it's good that I'm knocking them down. Wow. I think Saturday is the worst day for streaming. Maybe it's better when I stream later, but usually by this time, at least the bot has picked up that I'm streaming. think probably I should get rid of all of the trees on the island first, because that would make sense from an ecological disaster point of view. That people would get rid of the trees first. But, this is not supposed to be a realistic ecological catastrophe. Ah, why does my computer always think that I want to open the randomest things? I don't know. Ah. I can't tell if there's any branches in this tree or not. Oh, this one does. This one has. Why can't all oak trees be really small? Because I know people say about mighty oak trees from small acorns and stuff, but actually oak trees are not maybe I'm about to say something that's completely wrong, but I don't think oak trees are actually that tall. Oh, there's more. I need to get more dirt. I hate trees. I need to get rid of them, but I do not like them, Sam. I do not like them in the tree. I do not like them. Also, I started watching Peacemaker, and I think I probably should have started with Suicide Squad because I don't really know what's going on. And the beginning of that show is like absolutely wild. Actually, yeah. Getting rid of the trees first is actually good because I'm going to need a lot of sticks. Yeah, I don't know if I finished my thought because, like I was watching this stuff with Ray Manzarek, um, and basically I liked the Doors music. So I've always liked them, but I think when I was younger, I liked them for different reasons. But you kind of realize that actually, as charismatic as Jim Morrison was, like the other members of the Doors were like literal geniuses. Because Ray would be playing bass with one hand and soloing with another hand. So I just got distracted chopping things down in Minecraft, so distracted that I couldn't finish my thought about Peacemaker. So, you know, although they did say that, like, sometimes when he was playing the bass line and doing solos, he would kind of rush because he got carried away with the solo on the bass line, that is. Which is pretty understandable, I would say. Where did that tree go? I think it's over here. Yes. Okay, I need to get more dirt. If I eat these mushrooms, would I die? I mean, in Minecraft. I don't think you would. I don't think that you would die in real life if you ate them. I think that they would make you very, very sick, though. But those mushrooms are fly agaric. In English, they're called. I don't know why they're called fly agaric. Maybe because you can kill flies with them. I don't know exactly. But anyway, there is this crazy theory that Santa Claus comes from these mushrooms because basically, um, okay, where's that tree? Because I think the Sami people, I'm not sure if that's actually what they call themselves or that's just some non-indigenous name, but anyway, they would get their reindeer to eat the mushrooms because I guess they don't have any effect on the reindeer. And then their shamans would drink the urine that the reindeer produced uh, after eating these mushrooms. And they had, hallucinations. So the idea was that, the mushroom is red and white. So Santa Claus, red and white, like the mushroom. Is that true? No idea. Probably not. It's also like people say, like uh, people say that Santa Claus is red and white because of Coca Cola, but I guess that's not true. Also, because he also appeared in red and white. I think that is just they it's maybe before Coca-Cola, maybe this is true. Before Coca-Cola, he would appear with different colors, and red and white was one of them. Although I kind of found some somewhat funny thing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but some parent was talking to their child. Oh, I gotta get. Oh. What? How? Was talking to their child, basically. I'll finish this story. They're talking to their child, and they did something like not against the rules, basically. And their child said, "Mommy, don't do that. Don't do that." Or, and this is literally what the child said, "Don't do that, or I'll tell God, and God will tell Santa Claus." You know? So for children, Santa Claus is a more terrifying figure than God is. Which makes sense. I didn't realize how many trees there were, actually, up here. No one at all. Maybe I'll take off my shirt. Be really sexy. Sexy, sexy. Sorry. Oh. Somebody would clip that. I don't know. Bert Kreischer doesn't have any problem with that, taking off his shirt. I think I am more healthy than Bert Kreischer, although that's like saying I'm I don't know what a good comparison is. He's not very hungry. I mean, he's not very healthy. Maybe he is hungry. That reminds me, I don't know why, have stream of consciousness humor today. So reminds me of a joke. It's probably not from Gravity Falls, but I remember it from Gravity Falls. And basically, Grunkle Stan is with the kids on the lake, and he's forced them to go to the lake because he wants to use this as some kind of commercial opportunity. So he's forced them to go on a boat, but for plot reasons, I guess he gets left by himself. Anyway, he's out there rowing on the boat, and he's telling this joke to random people, which is basically, my ex-wife really misses me. And then the joke is, but her aim is getting better. Which is, what it is. But then Grunkle Stan makes it even funnier when he says something like, "It's funny because marriage is horrible." It's a kid's show. Yeah, if you're wondering, I think I need to say this in every every stream that I do where I show you these trees, but if you're wondering why some of them are on fire, when I first started this game, I was playing with my son and I decided that I wanted to get rid of all of the trees. And well, I think the first mission was to get rid of all of the trees, and then I got distracted, and then I was making everything flat, and I did make one side of this island that I'm on a flat. But yeah, my son decided he was gonna, well, not just him, I was helping, decided that he was gonna burn some trees, and that would be useful. And so the trees are still burning. I hate these stupid oak trees that have so much stuff you have to cut down before they fall over. Sometimes it would be nice if things that should have gravity had gravity, like dirt and trees. I don't know if I did all of that correctly. Okay, this is a bit of a hellscape. See, the nice thing and crazy thing about Minecraft is that these trees have been floating in the air for almost a year in Minecraft time. Okay, I'm a bit lost now, though, actually. I'm lost. Okay, there's the castle. So I do have to go in this way. Oh. Fire sounds so cool. I'm gonna put you out now, fire. And these trees. Like, I don't know why the tree just didn't burn. Like, ouch. Like, the tree has been on fire for years. Well, maybe not years. Well, I mean years, because more than 1 year, right? Okay, but, oh, all right, I see. This actually, I don't need to do. I need to focus over here on those trees. Because so many trees. Yeah, and then there's just a giant hole here. It just goes down forever. I don't know why I started chopping that one down. Okay. Okay, this tree needs to go. Still one watching. Maybe I should take off my shirt. No. No. Be like Jim Morrison towards the end. I have to stop having Doors references because nobody gets them. Oh, I saw this thing on YouTube Shorts, so we all know that it's true, today about the fact that they in Seattle, they've had an exhibition in, I don't know what museum, but some important museum in Seattle. And they've had an exhibition about Nirvana there for a long time, like 20 years or something. And they're going to close the exhibition tomorrow because it was only supposed to be a temporary exhibition, and people are really upset. This one person's like, yeah, I go to the museum every time I'm in Seattle and I check out that exhibition, and it does have some cool stuff in it, but I'm not sure it's actually that important, you know? And they said that they're going to change the exhibition to be like more about Seattle's place in pop music history. So you would think that they're going to have like still a lot about Nirvana there because, you know, Nirvana being the most famous band from Seattle. But also, it kind of like, I think maybe people are upset about it because Nirvana is the most famous band and from that time period. And I think younger people certainly treat Nirvana differently than they treat, for example, Pearl Jam or Soundgarden or Stone Temple Pilots, who I think they were all from Seattle actually. But yeah, that whole thing, like it was a whole thing in the 90s that all of these bands were coming out of Seattle and it was like the Seattle sound and stuff. So making the exhibition just about Nirvana is kind of inaccurate, right? And a little bit demeaning. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the trees around this giant gorge now. The trees are a safety hazard. They're hiding the true danger here. Why, Adam? Why? That hole makes me nervous. Oh, I thought the hole was right there. Oh. I don't like walking on the ocean in this game, but I would say that that spot right there is far more terrifying for me. Like, oh, and I have to go. Uh, uh. Oh, I was like, where's the light coming from? But it's coming from. It's coming from the forest fires. No me gusta eso. Oh, it's one. It's one of these gigantic trees. It has so much wood I have to chop. I mean, I don't have to, but like over there, I think is legitimately one of the few places I've died in this game because, this is peaceful. So the only way that I can die is if I drown or if I plummet to my death. Are you kidding? Oh, there's more, and there's some bit over there too. Why Microsoft Edge do you do that? You're not even pinned to the taskbar. And still you're like, you know what you need right now in this moment of trying? In these trying times, you need a boiled egg. There's more. Oh, stupid. Jesus, I'm gonna die. This is, I mean, in Minecraft, to be clear, but this is not safe. This is like one of those videos on YouTube of those people cutting down trees and the tree lands on their head. Okay, actually, I think that might be it for that tree anyway. What about this one? Now that I'm up here, just try and do as much as from up here as I can. Too far away. Oh, there's 3 trees all stuck together, which is good because I think those trees don't generally get very as high as they would if they weren't stuck together. That is good. Maybe it's 4 trees stuck together. I don't know. When you're tempted to get all of the resources, but you're like, how is there a cow? That's like Johnny living dangerously cow over there. That is like craziness. Why would you be? Cows can't even walk upstairs, and they're like walking up a mountain here. Come on. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard that that's a thing, that you can get a cow to walk upstairs, but you can't get a cow to walk downstairs. Oh, okay. I think I did a pretty good job of getting rid of all of the trees over here. I only have a few left. Okay, I need to get rid of all of the trees eventually, but I think the trees in this direction are well, I don't know. I keep saying that, but it doesn't really matter because eventually I will get to this giant hole over here and I will fill in the hole, and then after I have to go up on the mountain over there. So it's not a question of if I have to do it, it's a question of when I do it. Oh, great, another stupid giant oak tree. At least it's not on the side of a freaking cliff this time. Oh no. Did you see that? Okay. I think that was one of the cliff trees, but I was able to get rid of it just because I had a good angle there. Too far. Did the dirt too wrong in the wrong direction. The dirt was in the wrong direction. Do, do, do. I was able to watch a bit of a football game also. Like Canadian football, which is exactly like American football, except the rules are slightly different. And when I mean slightly, I mean like very slightly. Like, well, I think that American football fans know the differences. This should be good enough. Yes. I think this is a record actually for the longest stream I've had with no one actually watching. Which I don't, it's not like it's the worst feeling in the world, because generally I want to document this world, because I think eventually I will be able to get it to be flat. I hate this. I'm gonna be like Samuel L. Jackson in a moment, because this tree is so frustrating. I ran out of dirt. More dirt. I think my neighbors were like, Adam, weren't you just saying about how respectful you are and quiet? Well, yeah. Yeah, but okay. I need to put it. No, not good enough. Maybe. Probably also not good enough, though. I think I ran out of dirt. Why? Why? I really ran out of dirt. Freaking brick burger. This tree is just too damn tall. Okay, I should have enough dirt now. My bow skin bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose line, dip, dip, and swing. That's also a big ass tree over there. I think that's one of the taller ones. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this ginormous tree here. But maybe if I start over here, it would be better. No, I'm too far away. Okay. Maybe. Of course. Of course. It's like lack of gravity doesn't make any sense. Because the leaves fall down, and then when there's no leaves, everything falls to the ground. But the leaves somehow keep everything floating. I think there's a different tree, actually. I think I can get rid of it anyway. Of course. Of course, there's more. There's one over there too. Stupid Andre the Giant tree. I should have thought of that expression before because I think that's going to be the title of this stream. I fight with Andre the Giant trees because it's true. They're all giants. Or ents. I guess that would be kind of like a racist term for trees, right? Okay, I think that's it for that tree. Let's climb to the moon. Let's climb through the tide. So I was finding Doors material today, and then the next song that was playing was the Stones' 19th Nervous Breakdown. And the lyrics were just so better. And as I said, I think that the members of the Doors were musical geniuses. So I think musically, their music is more interesting than the Rolling Stones. But like the Rolling Stones, obviously can do a much better straight up rocking song. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here comes your 19th nervous breakdown. Oh, I thought I was out of axes, but I'm far from being out of axes, which is good. Which is good, which is good. I'm curious how long I could actually stream for to no one. Like even no bots. That's crazy, actually. I think over here is the giant hole, yes. Okay, so there's some small trees next to the giant hole. I don't know if the trees get smaller the higher you go in Minecraft, because that would make sense if they did, because that's what happens in real life. And I'm kind of on top of a mountain right now, sort of a small mountain. I mean, it's the biggest mountain on the island now. Better stop. So, people, what do you think? Which musician? Because I have all of the music of the Doors that I want now. So, I was thinking Leonard Cohen, but also I don't want like where I'm gonna have to collect a lot of stuff, because I think I've become a music hoarder now, because I hate Spotify with a passion. and YouTube Music as well, because I understand needing to have ads on a free service, but after every song, and you can't actually turn your phone off with YouTube Music if you don't have the premium, they'd be like, oh, why not just buy the premium? Because I don't want to have a subscription for everything, man. Am I actually running out of trees now? I think I am. Good job, Adam. Good job with the ecological catastrophe you are causing. Of course, I still have many more trees, but like I'm getting off. Ugh! How can I stop that? It's so annoying when you put the mouse down and it like decides that you want some other program. I don't want another program when I am playing Minecraft. If I want another program, I will just stop playing Minecraft. How is that, Microsoft? Does that sound like a deal for you? What else is cheap? I have a feeling that I need to go in that direction. Oh. I need to be careful is what I need, but I think I need to go where the fire is over there because I think I'm getting to the point where when I'm making things flat, I would actually just wrap around and not go, you know. Here it comes, here it comes, here comes your 19th nervous breakdown. Here it comes, here it comes. Let's swim to the moon. Oh, let's climb through the tide. Penetrate the evening. Okay, yeah, I'm almost at the top of the mountain here, I think. Evening that the city sleeps to hide. Let's swim out tonight, love. It's our turn to try. Park beside the ocean on our moonlight drive. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is one of those big ass oak trees. Over here, get it? No. Oh, I thought all of these would be little. It's the famous mountain chicken. Whoa. I certainly have deforested this side of the mountain, but I gotta do all around it too. Minecraft. I don't think it's your fault, Minecraft, but if I'm playing you, I don't want to see a calendar or a calculator or any other Microsoft things. Let's swim out to them. Really does that a lot. I think I want to find a way to stop doing that. I think I need to ask my son for some Minecraft advice. Yeah, all those trees are the castle. And I think I'm going to cut them down as well. Because I just want castle walls, baby, castle walls. Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised. This is like the worst time for anyone to be streaming. But I don't have anything else to do, so I'll just go and watch Peacemaker, I think. How am I supposed to? Okay, I guess I have to. Not what to do right now. Oh, really good view of the devastation. Actually, maybe I've been doing it wrong. Maybe I should have deforested the entire island first. And then go from the top. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with that weird thing. It's not weird. My son. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Where's water? There's no water. I'm gonna die. 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 Oh. That was not cool, fire. Not cool. Yeah, I think I just need to get rid of all trees now. That's my mission. Let's. Yeah, so I have a plan now, which is to destroy all the trees. But destroying the trees makes sense because one, I need sticks, and because I will need like a lot of shovels, and then I will mine for iron because the open face, what do you call that? Open faced, that's a sandwich. Strip mine. Yeah, it's called a strip mine. The strip mine down there has some iron. Because obviously iron axes would work a lot better than stone axes. Oh, and I could make like because I need, well, I don't need to. I don't need to do anything in Minecraft. It's all a game. But I want to use all of the resources I extract. So obviously I'm getting a lot of trees here, you can see. So I will build like an island in the middle of the ocean. Oh, somebody's watching after 2 hours. Hello. Hello, hello. So I'm gonna use maybe build an island in the middle of the ocean, and then and then plant all the trees on that island. It's another giant oak tree. Stupid Andre the Giant oak trees. You know, Andre the Giant was cool. You're not cool. You just take up space. Oh, this is a gigantic tree. Okay. I need to get up all in its face. At least it's not right next to a cliff or anything. No, now I need to go over there. Herg. Still one person watching. Thank you for joining me. I am on a mission generally to destroy all nature in my Minecraft world and to shape it in my own image. I really like nature generally, but this is my mission in this world. All these trees are connected, and that's the problem. It's like the circle of life, but with trees. Stupid trees. Ugh. Trees. When you're trying to get rid of all of nature in your Minecraft world, and I'm also trying to make I have a lot of plans in this world. I'm trying to cover all of the ocean blocks with dirt or something. And the most frustrating part of this whole project is the trees, because it's not simply that you can just knock them down. You have to do these like complicated acrobatics to get rid of them. See, I'm like looking down at a tree right there. Okay. It's the dreaded mountain wolf. Oh, I think it is pretty dreaded. I think it just ate something. Also, I just remembered my son and I, when we were starting to play the game, he found a wolf and made it into a dog, and I did the same, and I told it to sit, and it's been sitting for like 520 days probably. I really don't need to look at my files right now. I don't know how clear I need to be to Microsoft. You're trying to do something to me, man. Maybe I could train you how to use an axe. And you could devastate not just prey species, but actual, actual trees. You could be a predator of trees. Wouldn't that be nice? chopping down trees like a maniac. It'd be Adam and Dog against the world. Like literally against the world. What happened? What happened? You're making very dramatic noises and I didn't do anything to you, dog. It's creeping me out. Of course, a dog would make dramatic noises. That's true. He's like, leave the trees alone. I can't, though. The trees must die. Oh, oh. He's like, you're getting rid of all the hiding spots. I just realized something. Nobody's been watching because I haven't been sharing my screen. So I've been playing Minecraft for 2.5 hours and nobody can see anything. What happened? It was shared before. Oh, I think I clicked it off. This has been my day, really. Like, it's not like I had a horrible day or whatever, because nothing really happened, but all of my things have been self-inflicted. Yeah. It wasn't streaming at all. Wow. Of course, that's why there wasn't anyone for 2 hours. Not even like a bot or anything, because I was just sitting here talking and talking and talking and talking. I am really tempted to I'm gonna leave it. It's gonna be preserved for posterity. But okay, before I leave it though, I am gonna finish the game soon. But I do want to like let you in, everyone, what I've been doing while I've been talking. So, oh wow, I went really far actually. So basically, what are you doing down there? Really, what are you doing down there? What? So, oh, it's hard to climb up this mountain. But, so basically, everything I was doing for the last 2 hours was deforesting all of this part here. And to be fair, there was a little bit that wasn't deforested, but all of this part I deforested for 2.5 hours. There were trees everywhere. I had to like put big things up. And so I think what happened was there's like this studio streaming thing, and I closed it when I got frustrated with Windows doing something. I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, that's what happened because I was just going in that direction, and my cursor moved on to the thing and I almost clicked it again. I just want to get rid of that one little floating block. Life is hard, and then you fart. I was going to say then you die, but that sounded really dramatic for me, just not sharing my screen for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Wow. That was amateur hour there. I mean, I am an amateur. Oh. Did I not get rid of that? I guess I did not get rid of that. Yep, I got rid of a lot of trees. I also was talking about, like how I'm not okay if nobody's watching because I'm recording all of this and I just want to record everything for posterity anyway. But did I record all of that? No. Ouch. Okay. So I think from this angle, we'll actually be able to see how much I did. Yeah. Yeah, all of that is deforested now. Well, thank you, one person, for watching. I guess this is a lesson that sometimes you make multiple mistakes in one day and it's okay. So, yeah, please check out my YouTube channel. It's Adam Todd Leverton. You can also check out my Twitch, Dr. Delicious, with a K. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.